Hey!
Do our weeks and hit the news and then we'll hit play and get out of here?
Yeah. It's a good interview, man. Yeah. She tells you how to fundraise and stuff. It's the perfect time of year. I was thinking about it, you know. She talks about how they can make money for their team through their merchandise. So it's that's what I was thinking. It's like, we're going to rerun one. That one's a good one, you know?
Sure, yeah.
We're going to learn something.
Anyway, that's a good egg.
Big time.
Thank you for hanging out with us, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy V-Day. I mean, they have shots for that, I hear.
That's VD.
Oh, sorry. You know what we meant. I don't think anybody's watching this second. Oh, yeah. What open am I going to use? Probably should figure that out. It's not something at home I need to bring and put on, but in the honor of the hat you're wearing.
Hi, this is the Cash Man from Derby Rocz. If you enjoy our show or any other on WRFZ, please donate to our Patreon account. Simply go on our website, RochesterFreeRadio.com, and click the big orange button. If all of our great listeners do just a couple bucks a month, it would help us keep the music and talk flowing. We thank you for your support for 106.3 FM.
This is Rochester Free Radio, WRFZ LP, Rochester, 106.3 FM.
This is Dragon Body. You're listening to Derby Rocz.
Saved my soul.
Happy Friday night to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's your old pals, Shram and Cash. We are also known as your Valentines for the day. Hey! We love you as well. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you.
You're watching this video at a later time. It's on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. We are live and in studio. It is actually Valentine's Day. We are happy to be here. Let me tell you what, it's hard to get people to want to talk to us on Valentine's Day.
You know, it makes sense.
That tracks. Huh.
Yeah. So I was thinking, because I thought about it for a while. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of good things coming up, though.
It's funny. I messaged BA and I was like, hey, what are you and your wife doing tonight? And then I was like, oh, probably literally anything other than coming on the show.
There you go.
Well,
better not see him in the chat room.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, happy Valentine's Day to all of you out there. We hope that you're having a good day. Whether it is hanging out with us, whether you're going to spend some time with your loved one.
We're only an hour.
Yeah,
and we're only an hour.
Just a small chunk of your evening.
Yeah.
Whether you're listening on 106.3 WRFZ, whether you're hanging out on Facebook.com/Derby Rocz with all the cool kids and my mom. I know she's in there. Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Happy Friday. Thank you
for
hanging out with us. And if you get us wherever you get your favorite podcasts, slackers, why don't you listen live?
Yeah.
I'm teasing. Thank you. We are happy to be here. It's going to be a quick one for us. I kind of made the joke, but it is Valentine's Day, and it is tough to get people to want to come on the show, whether they're
including us.
Let me tell you what, man. I was passing out on the couch. Double N was even like, "Do you want to take a nap?" And I was like, "No, I
will not wake up."
I was like, I'm still trying to find somebody to come on the show, and but we did make it in.
Yeah.
We did make it in. It's a good day. It's cold here in Rochester.
It's a day of love, you know. It's a day, you know. I think that is. I saw some really, really cool things today, so I was happy for that. So
Good. I bet it's like it's kind of got to be like interesting to see like the kids and what they do in like a high school setting. And,
I remember
and
how odd I felt
yeah,
too when I was a kid.
I'm sure. And like, yeah, see it like almost through the lens of somebody, 17 or younger even, so.
A lot of the kids I deal with closely, we're going around singing Valentines to people in classrooms. They were like, most of the kids that do the morning show, they were involved in these singing groups, and it was like, so the whole day I'm walking down the hallway and all I hear, Stevie Wonder and all these other songs. Great. It was great, and I was like, I felt really proud of them because, man, it was good to see, these kids, I see them in a different light when I see something like that from them.
What, were they just like randomly singing tunes, or was it
no,
was it a bit for the morning show?
No, it was a fundraiser. So
so somebody could like pay to go to
this room at
go
this
to
time.
homeroom, go sing this song to Billy because I love him or whatever.
Yeah, like that. It was kind of like a bigger than a carnation,
Sure,
but yeah,
that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What's very funny, speaking of something similar, is I saw a meme today. It was like, they really let us used to get bullied in real time back in the day when you could go to the cafeteria and buy a carnation to have sent to your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then you'd be in like homeroom watching all the popular girls and boys get all these
I was
flowers.
telling the same story today to the kids because it's like, you have this one girl that has like a bouquet of them
a
and
whole
stuff.
stack of flowers or something like that. And
Yeah.
then, the rest of us are like, we were either, we had maybe one if we were lucky,
I remember, I was like, I sent some anonymously just because, I think.
Well, it's funny.
Yeah, but, it took me back to that big time, and they're doing that too as well, so. Just a lot of, that's, there's a lot of pressure when you're in high school.
Yeah, like they really just let us get like let down in real time by
Seriously.
seeing all the people who were loved and cared for.
Yeah, all right. There we go. A little
Sure, or you were like broke. I was poor. I didn't have like extra dollars to be buying randos flowers.
No, there's better things to buy with the money if you have it, anyways. But yeah, it was. I was like, I think I floated through high school with crush after crush after crush. It always would be like, and then, but none of them. I never really got flowers from them or gave them to them. But I don't know. I was in high school. You never know. But. It was it was fun seeing my kids, like, they just like, and I love them and they're goofballs and everything.
Sure.
But man, and I've had some real problems with the shirts.
These damn kids.
No, but yeah, it's just awesome. But yeah, I forgot about, I remember every year, it's like, here singing down the hallways, and it kind of was like a grumpy old man about it for a while. But then it's like, but now I know these kids who are doing it, so it's a little change.
Nice.
But yeah.
Nice.
It is, it was kind of weird today, it was, and it's a wonderful holiday. I hope people get, I hope people get to spend it with the loved ones they have, or, I saw a thing I heard a guy on the radio, I'd hate to steal this, but last night he was like, it's called Galentine's. And this goes, if you're a single guy, it's the night to go out, because.
Oh, yeah, so there's like Galentine's Day, which is like, we're referencing a few different shows here now, so there's Galentine's Day, which is just a day that you and your girlfriends, or you could probably do like Guy-and-Tine's Day or something like that for your guy friends, or whatever the case is. And you buy each other gifts instead of worrying about your or relying on your partner to do something like that. And then on How I Met Your Mother, there's Desperation Day, which is the day before Valentine's Day, and essentially it's in hopes that you either hook up with somebody and then you'll wake up with somebody or spend the night with somebody on Valentine's Day, or you go out with your girlfriends kind of thing. Yeah.
I get it.
So yeah, there's Desperation Day and there's Galentine's Day.
So that's probably what he was referring to as Desperation Day. But that was funny. I was like driving. I was like, you think about it. It's
I mean, you're not wrong. It's not a bad time. And then it's like people are lonely, potentially, or eager. Again, on Desperation Day you go out because people are then eager to hook up with the hope
Yes.
that you know.
And then they'll get Valentine's the next day, right? From that person.
Sure, yeah, right,
There we
exactly.
go.
There you are. There you are.
So it's rationalizing it way too
Yeah,
much, but
love
yeah.
it. Gotta love it.
But yeah, so I gotta remember that now. But no, yeah, that was I thought that was funny. I was driving home last night listening.
Sure.
To
Well, I, you know, and you had mentioned it as I came through, but I got my sharp new Ghostface Valentine gift / Valentine's themed hoodie.
Yeah.
You know, it's got Ghostface.
can see it on the camera.
There. If you're hanging out on Facebook.com/DerbyRocks, you can check it out. But yeah, it's got a fun like picture of Ghostface, and it says "Be Mine," and it's got a big old pink heart on there. And yeah, this was my Valentine gift from Double N today. So.
Awesome. I had a couple kids give me stuff too,
That's
like
awesome.
like little goodie bags.
That's so cute, though.
Yeah.
I love that. That's really cool.
Yeah, you know, sometimes those are like the rewarding things that make
I
me
was
not
gonna
want to
say,
quit.
like, you know enough that like teens and kids mostly just don't give an F. So like the fact that these kids not only care about you as a person, but like care enough to do something sweet when they literally could and choose not to.
True.
You know, I just think that stuff's awesome,
Yeah.
especially when like kids these days. I expect the absolute bare minimum from children now.
You get that too, you know, but you know, it's kind of going to be weird because it's like it's creating a relationship like where we work with each other every day for 30 minutes to put on a newscast. Pretty much, it's a lot. It's really intense at times, but they're good kids. So hey, why don't we stop talking about that? And
No, you're great, man. I honestly, we've been. In the last like month or two, I'm gonna say the first segment has become, I think, a little bit better for us, and it only took almost 500 episodes.
Yeah, gee. Well, I will say since the first episode was 0, this technically would be.
Sure.
But we're all going by the new numerics.
Yeah, we're using the actual numbers.
Yes.
In actuality, this is episode 500.
Yeah.
If we're being real, but what's real, you know?
You know, people have birthdays that last a whole month, so we could have,
Sure,
you know.
we can really do whatever we want.
There we go.
But
we'll have more fun next week. Okay.
Yeah.
Not to tell you not to listen to this week.
yeah, but no, I think
you're right.
we've been finding like a little bit more of like a new groove in our first segment where we'll just kind of carry on about whatever, but I think it works too.
Oh, I'm so distracted.
Not that we haven't done that in the past.
No, that's
but,
true. It's true.
You know, it's you know, we're getting, you know, almost 25, 30 minutes out of all of our first segments the last couple of months.
That's
I'd say,
good.
so.
I think that's a good balance.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, we're getting there. I think, you know,
Derby does come up in it, you know.
Yeah, sure. It just depends on what's going on. But,
True.
Yeah, no, you're great, but it's like a good natural progression to our weeks. But
That's true.
yeah, no worries.
If I was doing a morning show, I'd have. This is how it would go, you know.
Sure.
I probably have like the guy that tells the jokes over here, you know. But,
right.
Yeah, but interesting. I always envisioned if I ever did one, I'd have like a group morning show because that's how I did the pain clinic, and that's you know.
I think like the biggest morning shows you find don't just have like one guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you look at something like Elvis Duran in the morning or whatever it is, you know, he's got like a group of people. Rover's Morning Glory.
I listen to Rover more just because by default I can't change the channel on my radio. So.
Sure. So,
yeah, he's got like 5 people.
yeah, you know, there's usually, you know.
And it also makes it a little bit easier because everyone has their say, you know. And it's
Yeah.
like something I learned over the years doing radio. It's like I just like having more say. Other people talk, not me, you know.
Sure.
But I've been talking quite a lot this first segment.
No, you're great, man. Well, why don't you keep talking and tell me about your week?
Okay, so this is a wild story. This has just happened.
Okay.
On my way here tonight.
Sure,
My way here tonight, I take the highway 590 south, and it merges to 490 coming west. And as I'm merging, there is a one-story aluminum ladder laying right across the middle of the lane in front of me as I'm coming around the bend. And I'm like, oh man, I had to like swerve into the inside not to hit it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I thought about, man, all these people coming behind me someone's going to get
Somebody's
killed.
gonna hit it.
So I called 911 and I talked to them and I said, hey, I just want to warn you, you know, that there's a ladder laying across. And they go, oh, we'll have someone really fix it immediately. But it scared the crap out of me.
Sure.
You know? It's like it's one of those things where if I wasn't paying just one attention, you know, I would have freaking ran right into the thing. And it was,
Right.
but that was just before coming in. this week's been pretty normal though.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. It's just, I hope nobody behind me got it, because it was like, because I mean, you really, if you had like a big truck, you might be able to go over it, but if they hit a car, it just tear your car
tear
apart.
that whole
So
thing up, definitely.
yeah, it'd probably make you run into the wall and stuff. So, but yeah, so that was like just about I don't know, about half an hour ago, as I was coming here. But so this week I got just another silly story, and then I'm gonna finish up talking too much.
No, you're good.
So I was talking about the kids that I'm like developing these relationships with from the morning show, and I was at the gym the other day, and it's like, that looks like one of the kids. And I'm like, but they're sitting on the machine for like half an hour. It's like, I really want to get to that machine,
You're like, I think that's one of my kids, but they need to hurry the hell up.
But I never talk to them. It's like, because I don't like, when I go to the gym, if I talk with someone, it turns my gym it makes it go a lot longer. So if I don't talk to anybody, then I can get done faster. I know that's probably selfish of me, but so I didn't say anything. So I saw him the next morning, and I go, hey, I swear you got a doppelganger, because I was at the gym last night. And he goes, funny, I was at the gym too. And it's like, and he goes, but I was wearing my buddy's glasses, and I couldn't see anything when I was in there the whole time. It's like, okay. And so that's bizarre. But so now the joke's been, every time I see him, it's like, do you know someone looks just like you? But very nice kid. But okay. And beyond that, last night I did NSO scrimmage, and surprise, I did penalty box timing. Which, if you know me, that's all I ever do.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like your MO.
Yeah, but it was great. It was great to catch up with people, talk a few people about the beginning of the season and some of the things we're looking at for like sound and stuff. So
nice.
I hadn't seen anybody since I think December, or not December. They didn't have it was probably November. So yeah, we caught up and got prepared for the season and talked about some stuff. And so that's beyond that. It's Friday. This weekend I've got nothing. Oh yeah, I won the Super Bowl pool at the high school.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, it was $5 pool. I got $300. So I walked in.
That's great.
Yeah, that was a sweet surprise.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't touched it yet though. A friend of mine is coming in town from Raleigh, Durham tomorrow. He's flying in. Tomorrow is supposed to be like Armageddon here apparently.
What are we supposed to get? Are we supposed to get a lot of snow?
We're gonna get. It says at least 10 inches. Yeah, so, but that's a guy I remember a couple of years ago when I went down there.
You went to go see Fish or Dead and Company.
Yeah. So
one of your effing hippie bands.
So yeah, he lives down there, so he's coming up here. So it's like I'm worried about that, but it's got those weekends.
String cheese incident.
No, it wasn't. No, but it's funny. They're a pretty big band. Somehow they got into my automation at the other station I'm working at. It's like, where did this come from?
Yeah, they are a pretty big one.
Yeah. So, so he's in town, and he works for IBM and is doing a couple stops around New York or whatever. So very cool that
I'm glad that I was going to say I'm glad that your buddy's going to pop in. That's great.
Yeah. So so now it means it's just been a busy week trying to I hate to say clean my house, but my house is clean, but it's just to tidy up a little bit more because I got a guest. So beyond that, that's about my week. How about yours? How's that baby doing?
Good. Everything's going pretty well. He was sleeping when him and his mom were sleeping when I was getting ready to leave, so I grabbed him and put him down in his bassinet and was out the door. But no, it's been a regular week otherwise. He got to meet his great grandma today. She is a snowbird, so she spends the winters down in Florida.
Bad time to come up here. This past week has been.
Yeah, the family kind of made a plan about with her coming up this way, so that way, the other cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff, and everybody would come here, so they could all meet the baby and stuff. So it's exciting, good to have great grandma in town. So nice to see her. But no, otherwise it's really been a regular week. I honestly don't have too much myself. It was were we live last Friday?
We were.
Yeah.
Remember George stopped our tune at the end of the show?
Yeah, George killed the.
It's like he turned off the CD player while it was playing on here.
Song, yeah, all good. We love George.
I love you, George, wherever you are.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's on his way in, listening right now. Thanks, George. I'm trying to figure it out. That's great. I'm trying to remember what else my weekend was.
Well, Super Bowl was last week.
Yeah, yeah.
Oops, did I say the wrong word?
Yeah, you might have the superb owl. Geez, yeah, I really lost my train of thought there.
Sorry.
No, not you. Just literally, and none of it was terribly exciting. I don't think. I really didn't do too much last week. It wasn't a pay-per-view because that was like the weekend before. There was the Super Bowl. I don't know. That was really it. I got a bunch of snacks. I did go to practice last week, which was great. I did 2 practices in a row as far as back-to-back weeks. So feels good getting back into it.
You got a game coming less than a month.
I was going to say less than a month. We have, or about no, it is less than a month because we're in February. So, March 15th in Cleveland, we're gonna have a day of roller derby with Crooked River Juniors and Cleveland Guardians. So it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for them as they kick their season off, and I know they're excited. They have some new folks.
I saw that from Detroit.
Yeah, they got Priscilla and his partner. I know Maloik joined, and there's a couple other people who have joined this year. I know they got Bills and Dragon Body back too.
Yeah,
so
I saw Dragon Body. Yeah, let's come back.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see how they are as a team. This will likely be like the most talented team that they've had, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how we stack up against them. I'm looking forward to it though, so we have that coming up. But I don't want to say car trouble, but I have a dead battery in the van, which is sort of annoying. So I'm dealing with that because I bought some tires and I have to get them put on tomorrow. So I'm trying to get that sorted out. But other than that, it is a regular week. Work. I'm in and out of the office. I can work from home, which is great, especially now as we, raise an infant. So that is good.
Yeah.
It's nice that I can also, get into the office if I need to as well. When I have, a fair amount of work, I can kind of get away too if necessary, which is great. So I've been in and out of the office. But this weekend's going to be great. We're going to spend more time with the family. As I mentioned, Doublet's family's in town.
Yeah, football's done. Boo.
Football's over. Yeah, I don't really have anything like that going on. Friday, or for today's Friday, tomorrow, Saturday, I am working a concert at the Montage. And then
Who's the band?
I couldn't even tell you.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's anything that either of us know.
Sure. I was gonna say, it's gonna be snow night, I think. So
Sure,
we'll
I
see.
hope it doesn't get too bad. But so we've got that going on. And then Sunday, I am actually going to go to Albany and go to a concert myself. A band called Bill Murray, which is pretty funny, but it's somebody that I've seen before. I'm a big fan. I've talked about him. It's Bilmuri, so Bill Murray. Really good music. It's like alternative country, kind of. I don't know. It's really good. Something that I am not typically into a ton of, but it is awesome. So, I highly recommend checking it out. But other than that, regular stuff, raising that baby, that's pretty much it now. And trying to keep busy around the house, certainly keeping busy around the house, doing all the things like working and taking care of the baby and doing the housework is a lot, man. I got to tell you, I give all respect to any parents, but man, any single parents especially, like, good Lord, what a life that must be. It's really tough, and I have a lot of help. So anybody who has ever raised a child, on their own, I give you a ton of credit. So that's where I'm thinking,
Yeah. It's you know what? It's like it's cool because you get to like it being as intimate as you are. You get to see like the progress, and it's like now his head's moving.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah,
I remember getting excited about silly things like that, but it's like it's not silly, but it's like
no, and it's still one of those weird things where like he had like a really solid like poop the other day.
All right,
it was like a turd.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and it was like his first like turd like poop, and I was like, that's a poop.
There we go.
And it wasn't just a mess in his diaper. It was like a turd. I was really proud. So, yeah, it's little things like that. Okay,
That's
there's like
cool.
a solid, like that's like a little, that's not just like a messy nonsense kind of poop. It was, he meant business with that one. So, yeah, I don't know, we're silly.
You can be real Picasso with it. You know?
A Picasso.
Yeah, there we go.
Or a Picasso.
Yeah.
Boo.
Have you been peed on yet, by the way?
Oh, it's like 4 times.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you change your diapers, like,
Yeah,
woo, there's a fountain going on.
he loves, that's like his favorite thing is like, and he just does so many pees. Like there's days that I've never known a human to pee this many times, but like you think he's done, and as soon as the air touches his little pee-pee or whatever, it just goes crazy. And yeah, no, it's happened like 3 or 4 times. It just happened today to Jennifer. So
Oh, boy.
he loves peeing on people. Hopefully he, well, maybe not. I don't know. Some people are into that, but I was gonna like.
Yeah, I was gonna say something to get you in trouble. I'm not gonna say it.
That boy.
I'm not gonna
You're
say
smart. Awesome. So we're gonna hit some news and then we're gonna run out of here. But we are gonna get to a great interview that we recorded in 2021 with our friend Luann Urism of FYA Printing. We love Luann. Luann's a good egg. I really appreciate her. I know a lot of Derby folk and Derby leagues do. She is somebody who will always go to bat for the little guy. If you've known her or have seen anything in like Derby hell, she will be the first person to tell you to F off if you are a bad person.
That's been a very active place recently.
Yeah, I mean, that. No, and she's just really great, and she has no problem telling you or your grandma to not be a POS. So we're going to replay that interview. Make sure you check out FYA Printing. She does all types of fundraisers, helps borderless leagues, does fundraising for teams that really need it. And I think in this interview particularly, we talk about teams who might have been struggling with practice spaces or whatever the case was. There was a lot going on in 2021.
It's great interview.
And we appreciate this interview. So we are going to hit some news here. Cash, why don't you go ahead and tell us about some of the closest bouts of last week? Or do you want me to do it because it's the ones?
It's the ones with
it's all
terrible
the
names.
yeah. So we've got Kaleo beating Olu 108 to 94. That was a 14-point difference. That was the closest bout of the week. Then we had Chippewa Valley losing to BCB Battle Stars. Then we had Rotterdam beating Rohrpott. We had Regensburg over Innsbruck. Lyon, I forget, over Liverpool, and then Barcelona over Lyon. Those were the closest bouts. The biggest upsets were Kaleo over Olu with 108 to 94, and then Regensburg over Innsbruck. So that was a tournament. I forget what the name was. We talked about it last week, but that took place in Spain. I'm guessing somewhere overseas, but. Who knows? Yeah, there's always some good overseas stuff. They keep us with news in like or at least scores from like November to March. They're the only ones really having games.
That's true.
And then it like flip flops a little bit.
Summer there, who knows? Or maybe different weather.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I was going to say the closest predictions this week aren't much easier to say. I'm guessing a few of them. We got Dom City's taking on Hamburg, and Dom City's giving the edge on that one. We got NRD Les Divine something against Renee's, and that's NRD is getting the edge. I'm going to skip a couple and go Bordeaux is at Renee's as well.
What's the matter? You didn't want to say Brest?
Brest at Kane?
Yeah. Brest at Kane.
There you go.
That's what I think it is, right?
It's just Derby we're talking about.
If you have any info on Brest, send it our way. We're extremely interested and would love to learn more about this Brest.
Yeah, sure. We can look it up, that's for sure. I just gotta make sure no one's not at work or anything. But Gem City's playing. They're at Cornfed. They're picked to beat them. Pretty good. And they're all the bouts to watch and actually Fault Line at Iceland is playing this weekend, and all those other ones we said earlier. So. We got to kill a couple more minutes, and we got tomorrow. There's a game in West Flamingo Park, Las Vegas.
Oof.
You can join them. It starts at noon, ends at 4. You
I was going to say, well, at least thank God it's
inside. Yeah.
Oh, is it inside? I was thinking because you said it was at a park that it was outside, but I was going
maybe
to say
it is.
at least it's February and not August.
That's
because
true.
You would die.
So they're playing us tomorrow, February 14th. They're doing a doubleheader. 4 Las Vegas teams will compete in their season 20 home opener at West Flamingo Park. We got at noon, the Notorious VIP will take on the Flying Aces, followed by a battle between Hoover Damned and Atomic Stardust at 2 o'clock. I love it. For your chair, please visit Sin City Roller Derby Instagram page at Sin City Roller Derby for more information. First whistle for game 1 is at noon. Game 2 at 2 o'clock, so they're really going to make them go fast, I guess.
All right.
Events in Las Vegas do get canceled, though it says every now and then.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to check the venue to confirm the listing.
I appreciate how real that is. So good for them for at least putting that out there, so people don't show up accidentally. We've got a bit here about Pikes Peak and their Valentine's weekend season opener. It is appropriately lovers versus haters. It is a bout mixer. Check it out at the Xfinity Sports Arena. That's 3325 Meadow Ridge Drive. And that's in Pikes Peak. Go check out Pikes Peak.
Yeah, and in fact,
Pikes Peak Roller Derby.
that's where Salty played. That's where Salty played.
Oh, yeah, right. You are correct.
Yeah, so we got less than a minute.
Awesome. Anything else?
There's more, but we've got less than a minute. I think some of this is for March 1st, so we can bring it back. Maine.
Maine,
Yeah,
go
Maine
check
is
out
playing.
MaineRollerDerby.com. They got an event going on tomorrow. That's in Westbrook at Happy Wheels. That's 3 Shabbat Street. But yeah, MaineRollerDerby.com. We love them. They're good friends of the show. Go check them out. And then Rage City Roller Derby's hosting a Ferrandi mashup game coming up here too. The Fur Rendezvous 2025. So go check that out as well.
Very cool. Okay.
Awesome. We appreciate Luann. Go check out fyaprinting.com. Follow them on all the socials. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to all of you.
It's another Friday night. We are here in Rochester, New York, in the studio.
It's like you
of
didn't
course, we're talking
leave.
about roller derby when there isn't any, so you can call us a little bit silly, but
Thank you for sticking with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Have
Guess
a good one.
what? Guess what? You're not going to hear the interview. Here's all my phone back.
Go follow or go check out RochesterFreeRadio.com if you want to hear the interview. You can also go find it on our Spotify and all that stuff. I think next week's episode 500. Fingers crossed we do a better job than we did this week. See you later.
How are you doing? We got a lot of options.
I was gonna say I got a bunch of stuff out there.
You and I, we talk, and of course, have
Of course, ideally, I always like to have a reunion of old skaters who used to be on the show. So, but don't know if that's going to happen, but if they got time, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Even though that was over 300 shows, I don't know, it was a while ago.
Before I get to
Okay, we're gonna get out of here. See ya.
why don't you tell me what got you involved in